Good afternoon, everyone. We will be starting the program shortly. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. So the MSU College of Law Dean, Attorney Annabelle Cañazares-Mindalano, the Assistant Dean for Iligan Campus and for Clinical Legal Education Program, Attorney Joanna Alino Bisacor, the faculty and staff, and of course, all students, welcome to the Iligan Campus Virtual General Assembly for the academic year 2021 to 2022. I am Gian Mercera, a third-year student, your moderator for this afternoon. To formally start the program, let us all have a moment of solemnity for an audio-visual invocation to be followed by the singing of the Philippine National Anthem.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. In the name of Allah, with whose name there is protection against every kind of harm in the earth or in the heaven, and He is the all-hearing and all-knowing. Allahumma ameen, 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 ya Rabbal Alameen.
Dear Lord, we praise you and worship you today. You are exalted in our midst. We ask forgiveness for every sins we have done. Have mercy on us, our Father. As we start our program today, let your guidance and protection be upon us. Send your Spirit to us and give us wisdom. We thank you for all of the blessings we have received. We also thank you for the lives of the people in this place. Be glorified in everything we do. In your name, our Lord. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas. Kayang magiliw, ewas ang silanganan, alam ng puso, sa dikit mo'y buhay. Upang hinirang, tuyagan ang magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisigil, sa nagatak tutok sa simoy at sa langit ang pagkaw, ay hinatang tudlakaw, isang pagkayang minamahal, ang isang ng matawan mo'y tagumpay na nagtitindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pang ay di magtitindig, luman ang araw ng walhagin pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Aming bigaya na pagkay mga amin, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
Welcome once again. I see that we have around 300 attendees at the moment. Nice. That's a good count, I think. With that, let's do a temperature check. I believe most, if not all batches, have prepared their virtual backgrounds and cheers as well. And to add excitement to that, the college will give away prizes to whose batch will be proclaimed as winners for Best Virtual Background and Best Hand Coordination. So let's get right into it. Let's start with the freshies. Freshies, are you ready? Freshies, let me call on the freshies. Kate, Sarah. Are your cheers ready? Or if not, let's move on to the second year. I believe the second year have prepared their cheers as well. Okay, so moving on, how about the batch Dominatus? Mecha? As reps, just please give me a signal once you're ready so that you can present it already. Are we ready, Mecha, for the third year?
Can we go after fifth year?
Okay, so since they're not yet ready, let's move on to batch Versilius, the fourth year. I think Nash and Tash has prepared theirs as well.
Go for cheer.
Rowie, are you around?
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. We are the fourth years and we're back to Brazil. Woo! Are you ready?
Yes, we are.
Yes, we are. All right, so. Use. youth, get ready to roll.
Go rowing.
Oh, fight.
Laban mo yan.
Fly high, Priscilla!
Oh, manggod na. Sige, padayon.
All right, so we still have a presentation to show. Please watch.
No. Palong. No. Diba?
I think that's it for batch Versilgus. Is it done for batch Versilgus, Nash?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you so much, batch Versilgus, for being the first batch to present. Okay, so let me circle back to third year, the batch Dominatus. Mecha, are we ready?
I think my constituents are not here, but if you'll allow me to do it alone, oh my God.
Oh, sure.
Sige.
I'm here for you, sis.
Okay.
Laban, Mecha.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, batch Dominatus.
Baby, I'm Dominatus. Baby, I'm... Oh my God. Okay, again. Sige, 1, 2, 3, go.
Ladies and gentlemen, batch Dominatus.
Baby, I'm Dominatus. Baby, I'm... Essie. Quam Viseri. Hey, Ziquam Viseri. Hey, Ziquam Viseri. Go third year.
Go third
Thank you
year.
so much, Mecha, for representing batch Dominatus.
Yeah,
And lastly,
Marcel,
yeah.
the Versilio have a follow-up presentation kasi may technical issue kami.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you so much, batch
Thank you,
Versilgus.
thank you.
I believe that was a recorded video for your law days practice, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
Days before the declaration of the
Oh,
pandemic.
okay. Thank you so much, batch Versilgus. And lastly, let me call in our seniors. The batch Optimus Barbarians Reborn.
Kinsay Labe!
Barbarians! Optimus.
I think that's it for batch Optimus. That's it. Can I get a confirmation from the class reps? Is it? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so thank you so much for participating. It feels good to somehow rekindle that team spirit among the batches, which is one of the things that we surely miss pre-pandemic life. So how's everyone's first 2 weeks been so far? I hope that everyone is still geared up to survive many more weeks to come. We are now on our third semester of holding virtual classes, which I'm pretty sure that every one of us here is unbelievably missing things that we never thought we would actually miss, like the sound of our professor's footsteps across the hallway that makes us tremble and feeling the actual pressure of law school. Of course, it's for sure that we miss study out with our classmates, looking at the faces of our professors in awe of their wits, and even the simple joy of dressing up and carrying our books to feel like lawyers. Yes, I too believe that face-to-face class is a colorful mix of fun and nail-biting moments, but the pandemic has somewhat flushed its multidimensionality and told its array of colors. Although the pandemic has stolen so much from us, we are very grateful that we have professors who are doing their best to pull back what we have lost and for making us feel with all that they can that we are in the four corners of a real classroom, even with the new learning modality that we are currently in. Without any further ado, to give us her opening remarks, let me call in the catalyst for our paradigm shift in learning, one of the pillars of Study Manok Virtual Law Clinic, our very own Assistant Dean, Attorney Joanna Alinog Disacurve. Let's give AD heart reactions.
Hello. To
Hi,
our to our dean. I think she's here already. Yes. The beautiful superwoman, Attorney Annabelle Cañazares-Mindalano. Good afternoon. To all students who are here with us this afternoon. Still, good afternoon, Papala. Cold afternoon. I welcome you all to our virtual General Assembly for the first semester of this school year. This is my first General Assembly as your Assistant Dean in Iligan Campus. It's only been 2 weeks since we started our class, and I am already bombarded with several issues. I am really frustrated. I am shocked of the kind of students I allow to be admitted in the college. Dear students, respect begets respect. Do not forget that. This is elementary. It's elementary to respect your professors. No matter how bad she or he teaches, do not badmouth them. One of the foundations of practice is being respectful for the freshies and to all students who are here. Keep this in mind. Express disagreements thoughtfully and respectfully. Okay? To lighten the mood, I miss seeing all these beautiful and handsome faces. Sadly, pandemic is still lurking. But the positive side of this, we are still able to see each other, although virtual. But LEB has made a go signal for limited face-to-face setup. We will try to explore on that, on how we are going to implement that. I would just like to mention a few things regarding the developments of the college. I am thankful we already started with the online enrollment module. Thank you, Dean, for pushing this. Finally, it's being implemented, although we started first to our first-year students. The current curriculum is being revised to align with the suggested LEB curriculum to enforce the revised Rule 138-A. Now, how is this very important? For those who will take the bar by 2023, who are these? I think fourth year karon and third year karon, if I'm not mistaken. Third year and fourth year karon. Right? So there are two batches. So all of you need to take a subject or course infused with clinical legal education. We are looking at prac court subjects and also legal counseling, okay? So that you may apply either level 1 or level 2 certificates. Once you take the subject, pwede na siguro we can make a note in your TOR even though wala pa na revise ang curriculum. In the meantime, we will finalize the revision of the curriculum. And as your Assistant Dean for Clinical Legal Education, I will call a meeting for those who will take the 2023 bar exam to make sure that we will not have a problem with your bar requirements. So I will end here. Anyway, the Dean will touch on the college policies. So thank you and welcome everyone.
Thank you, AD, for enlightening us with the current updates in the college. And also a reminder for us that in everything we do, we have to act responsibly. At this juncture, to give us her message and to lay down the college policies, let me call in the embodiment of a woman of substance, the first female dean of the MSU College of Law, Dean Annabelle Cañazares-Mindalano. Let's give Dean heart reactions.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon to our beautiful Assistant Dean of the Iligan Campus. Of course, dear students, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant afternoon. Although it's quite a start with the statement of the good Assistant Dean. All right, so anyway, to lighten the mood a bit, I'm fond of turning my frame into gallery view so that I can see your beautiful and handsome faces. Okay, because in the digital platform, usually who's spotlighted, yun lang usually ang nafo-focus natin, right? So may I see thumbs up reaction coming from the students? Thumbs up reaction. Sige nga. Virtual thumbs up. President Fritz, unsa man in tao na dong. Okay.
Sorry, virtual.
You are alive and kicking. All right, let's see the others. Can you turn on your video so that everyone can see your handsome and beautiful faces? You know, in our remote platform, we hardly see each other. In fact, it's only the General Assembly and during the virtual orientation of the freshmen that we get to see a big crowd at the very least in an online platform in the College of Law. Not like the old days, you know, ang mga kahapon wherein we pass by each other at the lobby, at the entrance of the CAS building at MSU IIT. Let me see. I'm looking at your faces. Some are taking down notes, some are poker face, others are always in posture. Diba? You don't know where I'm looking at right now. Diba? I can randomly, okay? So you see, ayan. So it's good to see all of you. It's really, really good to see all of you. And just like the Assistant Dean, this is my first General Assembly as your Dean. Of course, I miss the Iligan Campus. 5 months since I sat as Dean of the college. And here we are in our first General Assembly together, and me as your Dean. Now, when your moderator MC asked for a temperature check earlier, did you notice, no, kanang mudagino ta with the kind of fun that we can see? Nalingaw ko ni Mecha, nalingaw ko ni Rowie, no? I memorized their names, they were my students. Sino pa ba yun? Hi JR. I can see JR right in front of me right now. You know, I miss these people bringing fun and excitement to the college at this point. We should be, kasi nga, just to lighten the mood. I'll go serious later, but at least let's start light. Diba? Okay. So at this point in time, we should be preparing already for what? The testimonial dinner, right? And everybody would be excited with the dress code, with the theme. And then we will be preparing for bar operations. And then after that, we will have foundation day. We'll have our year-end gathering and all these things, which are just but part of yesteryears, you know. Parang ang tagal. And it seems really like that. It's like a distant past. But let us appreciate that there is still continuity with learning despite our circumstances, diba? And you being able to still pursue. And what is important is, well, you continue to thrive and to strive with what you are aiming for, what you are seeking for in the College of Law. This is a preparation, the course outline preparation in order for you to become lawyers in the future, inshallah. And this may be a disruption of the way we do things, not the way we are used to doing things, but things can still be exciting. Now, what are the areas we can explore? Having seen the presentations of Dominatos, Versilios, and the cheer of reborn barbarians, di ba? Optimus. You know, we can have a TikTok challenge, we can have meme challenges, we can have, in fact, well, still cheers, no? But it entails like spotlighting all the members. So we can still do fun things. And same is true with our learning and teaching environment. We are constrained to shift. I have emphasized this before. Do not look for the exact migration of your face-to-face learning with that of the digital platform, because it cannot be. When you started with your bridging program, and then first semester came, second semester came, you were expecting synchronous classes, as if you are in a physical classroom and things will still be just the same like how you did it when we had face-to-face classes. But if you take a look at the published researches, and there are studies related to this, we cannot replicate face-to-face setting and migrate it or move it to a digital platform. Notice that some of your professors are engaging your participation already in your asynchronous platform. Why? Because AD and I participated in recent trainings. In the digital or remote learning platform, you have to load the heavy content of your subject asynchronously. And you will only process during live sessions, during synchronous sessions via Zoom, via Google Meet, or even via MS Teams. So it's not really the same, no, dear students. And you may be expecting, to a certain extent, demanding that it should be like that, but it is not like that. For those who were born into this pandemic, not literally born, but born in law school with this kind of setup already, well, they will not really miss those face-to-face, di ba? I know you went through the rigors, the ordeal of your professors, but third year, I would like to hear, do you miss face-to-face still despite those rigors? Yes? Unmute. I want to hear a loud,
Yes,
resounding.
Dean.
Yes.
Yes, Dean.
Yes,
Yes, Dean.
Yes.
Yes, Dean.
That's what I'm feeling right now, no? We visited MSU IIT a few days ago when the Supreme Court had an ocular inspection, which, by the way, I'm going to share to you. Exciting times ahead. Earlier on, we were passing by CAS is already renovated. It's so beautiful. Sayang, no? But we cannot yet enjoy that right now, taking the side of precaution and safety. So, despite all of this, let us still continue to perspire and aspire with this platform. Why? Because there is also a shift, not only in legal academia, but even in the way the bar examinations will be conducted. The best bar ever this coming November, wala na gid mo'y bar ops sa Manila. Sayang ni mga 5th year or 4th year na excited. You will just be doing bar ops there in IIT. But in fact, it should be limited, no? We asked permission from the task force already during our meeting. So it will be limited to Imagine. It's also online intervention program. You know that there will be pointer sessions, right? Pointer session? Yes. Every Saturday before every Sunday of the bar. It will be conducted online. Task force will regulate crowding. So we will only give the kits to our bar examining. So it's not that fun anymore, but we should really see the brighter side of things, that we are still able to continue despite these limitations. But what we consider as a limitation in itself also spawned limitless possibilities, also spawned borderless environment for all of us. I would like to, what's this? I can cite a few people, but I'll just not name names. I would reckon, example ko naman si JR, gikan sa gym ba, no? Oh, nasa sakyanan. Ang uban, you're in your office. Fritz, I don't know where you are, Press. AD, well, she's adjacent. And the others are in Manila. I have a student who is in Manila. Others are in Miss O. I know of Tristan. I'm not sure if Tristan is. Sorry ha. Di pang special mention tamo kay kamo akong mga nainhan yun. And Aryan, another class rep, di ba? They are from some other places. They're from Miss O, Miss Or, yan. But we are now in this platform. No? As I have mentioned before, what cost us sizable amount before, what entails travel of some hours before, what entails spending of resources is just but a click away right now. So let us concentrate on that good kind of positive, not the kind of positive we avoid right now. All right. So what's this? Eyes on the prize, focus on your goals. And I do understand that you get weary, you get tired in practically being in front of your gadgets. Di ba we're halos 24/7? Did you observe that? That before we can, at the cutoff of 9 p.m., I don't have to check messages. But right now, even midnight, nighttime, early in the morning, it's like you are compelled to check your messenger. You are compelled to take a look at this and that. So we have to ponder on these things and how to, to make sure that we are still mentally healthy. And I know that there are mental health advocates here, members of the Sari Manok Virtual Law Clinic, and also certified law student practitioners. And by the way, you have an upcoming activity, right? So there's so many things that we can do. Example, we are in our foundation celebration right now of the university, Diamond Anniversary. We are also in the Law Week celebration. So before, it's so difficult with logistical limitations. But right now, we can conduct the inter-campus debate this coming Sunday. By the way, we used to have them physically present in the host campus. Iligan is the host right now, chaired by Ms. Abugan. We will do a digital platform. We will use a digital platform for the Dean's Cup. Another is, a legal forum. We need to bring in national figures or even regional figures to be our guests. Right now, there is no limit. Even international resource persons can be invited. So let us view it that way, and let us be appreciative. Let us be grateful. Let us be, let us be optimistic in things that we do. Whether we started compelled to go to law school by parents or family, but here we are right now, investing different resources, intellectual, emotional, financial resources. So make the most out of it. Okay, embrace this journey of yours. Okay, so upside. Okay, again, good news. You know that we had 2 approved bar testing sites already, right? MSU IIT for Iligan, and then MSU Gensan for our extension in Gensan. And we are happy because we are 2 of the 5 in Mindanao approved by the Supreme Court. I'm not supposed to disclose this. At any rate, in principle, the Office of the Bar Chair is happy because we are looking at, and this is really breakthrough. We are, in a way, I would consider this breaking frontiers. MSU Marawi is now in process for bar site or bar testing center. So there are so many good things happening for the College of Law. We have, again, the assistant dean mentioned the online module. We are hoping to shift the students to our module so that you can just use your ACAN account to access updates and your academic status. And we also have a revision of our curriculum. So if you notice the LEB model curriculum, we have remedial law in first year. It will happen next academic year. So you'll have civil procedure or criminal procedure in your first year. That's exciting, right? And you will get to practice law next year. First years, exciting times ahead? Yes, imagine. So more than intellectual learning, more than honing your communication skills, I emphasize this. Work ethics come into the picture, professionalism come into the picture. It's more important. And AD mentioned foundations of practice. I'm quite surprised personally. We have an ongoing training, and we are asked, what are the 3 important things that you think are necessary for law students to have? My answer was, what was my answer? Knowledge of law, jurisprudence. I also chose, legal thinking, legal analysis, critical thinking. But you know what topped in the survey? It's professionalism, work ethics. So it's sending us a message. This has been the call, not only of the College of Law here in MSU, but even the Philippine Association of Law Schools. Legal ethics should be infused in teaching our students. More than your intellectual superiority, because you are here, it is important that you should exhibit the kind of character that is fitting of a law student and, God willing, future lawyers. We also have our handbook. Our handbook, which will serve as our for our policy direction for rules and guidelines. And I'm also happy to see that organizations are alive. I am proud that Iligan has 5 thriving and active organizations. Kudos to that. We will be hearing from them. You have the Supreme Law Student Council. You have the Nexus, the official publication. You have what else? The Legal Aid Clinic and Sarimanok Virtual Law Clinic. What else? The the COMELEC, and the Debate and Moot Society, of course. And the other campuses in Marawi and in Gensan are also now making alive these organizations. Okay, so let me share now. I hope you are still okay. Are you alive and kicking? No, murag seryoso kayo mo sa ngatanan. Murag nagin mo yung recitation unya, but it's okay. You can look as if you're listening. That's fine with me. Diba? You look at the screen, but you are really staring at your codal provisions because you will be asked later on. I know that, been there, done that. We have to be creative in how we study, especially with our limitations. Let me share my screen to our policies. Just very simple. So this is applicable for our online platform. Okay. Can now see my screen, right?
Yes.
You can see my screen. So we are now, our timeline, September 9 to December 30, 2021. So that's about 17 weeks. So from about 5 months before, we are reduced to about 4 weeks only. So can you imagine that there is a need for the professors to crunch the subject matter, the topics in the syllabus into this timeline? Okay, so take note of that. For your midterms, I looked at the university calendar. The university calendar reflected August 9 as the beginning of classes. But there are yet no adjustments made. And so we reckon that we will still have to follow the midterm schedule. Midterm will become second week of November. It will begin on 10 plus, November 12 or something. Basta the first Monday to Tuesday siya. Okay, I already crafted a notice for that for the 3 campuses. Okay, schedule of classes are held from Monday to Sunday. This prescribed schedule must be strictly observed. Now, 5th year and 4th year, you are in your 5-year curriculum, correct? Yes, you are used to Monday to Saturday classes. However, we shifted already to the 4-year program. So since we are not making use of daytime schedule like in other school for full-time and 4-year program, necessarily your entire Saturday and even sometime on Sunday will be consumed. Unless, of course, you would want to shift to a daytime schedule during weekdays, which I am sure you don't want, right? It's still okay, 6 to 9, but 6 to 9, that's like 3 times 5, 15 hours. So that's about 15 units. And freshmen, 20 units kayo, right? May iba 21. So you need 6 hours or 5 hours more that you need to move to schedule on another day, on the weekend. Okay, instruction and learning platform, synchronous and asynchronous, synchronous, Zoom and Google Meet. We will have our faculty LMS, learning management system, LMS, this week as well. So we will be orienting the professors to maximize usage of asynchronous platform. Why? We only have 17 weeks. Can you really expect asynchronous delivery and then cover all your subjects in 17 weeks? Minus midterms, minus finals, minus holidays, you know? So we need to capitalize on asynchronous. So notice in the coming days that your asynchronous delivery will be optimized by your professor. Syllabus. Syllabus, I hope everybody received your syllabus already. Your syllabus should have a minimum of 4 contents. No, not 4. More than that. 6. 1, course description, and course number of units. And then you will have your classroom protocols. That's 3rd. 2nd, it should contain your reference material. 5th, your grading system must be indicated in your syllabus. And finally, your outline proper. Okay? Content delivery, ma'am. Why the need for a content delivery when you have a syllabus? Content delivery is where you will be able to make a reference when a particular subject matter should be covered or must be covered, whether it's asynchronous or synchronous. It indicates the platform that will be utilized by your professor for a particular subject matter. So ask, or at least inquire politely for your content delivery, online content delivery. Let me ask first, did you receive your OCD already? Except lang in my class, I know that I have not given an OCD because given the contents of Intro to Law, maiksik lang naman din talaga. But in your other subjects, but I will still upload the content delivery. Do you have your OCD already? Unmute. Come on. Wala may lang professor.
Yes, PFR na ma'am.
Other subjects?
Wala pa, ma'am.
Nobody. Nobody will what's this? Will incriminate your professor. You will not. Otherwise, anyway. So anyway, the AD will take a look at that matter. Okay. So next, sequencing of subject. This is what you call the prerequisite rules. Everybody or every student is expected to track his or her prospectus or curriculum. If you're in the 5-year program, for the 4th year and 5th year, take a look at that. If you're first to 2nd year, take a look at the 4-year program of the college. So you'll be able to tick which subjects have you finished, which subjects are to be taken, and if you have back subjects, when do you take it, you're plotting. But take note that this will comply with what you call the sequencing of subjects or prerequisite rules. Now, for first years, there's no problem because it is embedded in the system. Although the module has to be updated because it's not, as of the moment, tailored to the sequencing rule of the Legal Education Board. So anyway, we have to follow because it's the online module. But for example, Consti 1 is a prerequisite to PIL. So it's really important during advising that is followed. Kasi ang 2nd year to 5th year natin ngayon ay hindi pa online, it's still manual. But hopefully we can little by little shift again. Okay? Student load. You must enroll in all the subjects required for the semester as prescribed by the curriculum, taking into consideration the rules on sequencing of subjects. Now, the handbook is crafted. So, God willing, this semester we'll be able to finalize the handbook and elevate it all the way to the Board of Regents for approval. It will serve as the guidelines again and rules for the college. Like for this one, student load. In Marawi, let me share, the number of failing units that you have in the immediately preceding semester will be deducted from your current loading. For example, 19, no? Let's just say you will enroll in a semester and 19, supposedly, that's in your year level. And you failed in 4 units last time. So 19 minus 4, you should be allowed 15 units only. This has been implemented from way back. But because of the peculiar circumstances that the pandemic has actually brought, so this is one of the things that we became liberal, no? So, but we are going back on track. We need to really strengthen our instruction platforms and even implement college policies. Okay, this one, I'm sure the assistant dean emphasized this with the class representatives. All right, so you cannot just change, transfer, or add subjects. More so, changing or transferring motu proprio. You cannot just redirect just because the subject is under one professor. No. Let's say Professor A handles subject 1, 2, same subject, different section, different time. If you are not present, you are listed in a particular master list, you did not attend that because you on your own volition went to the other section thinking that it's more convenient for you, but you are not in the master list there, so you will have a grade of 5. You will not be given a grade, rather, to where you actually attended because you're not in the master list. And at the same time, you will be given a grade of 5 where you are originally listed. Okay? Adding of subjects or ADMAT, you have the period is actually until last week lang yun, ADMAT. That's the first week of classes. Okay? So, leave of absence. This is something that we will also incorporate in the handbook. Now, for the past semesters, these are not fully disseminated to students, but I'm already informing you right now. If and when you will decide not to proceed by the 2nd semester next year, you'll need to file a leave of absence. Now, when we are going to deal with the handbook, we will determine there how many semesters will be the period after which a student cannot be admitted or readmitted anymore to the College of Law. And this is not mutually exclusive to MSU because other law schools implement this, leave of absence. So in other law schools, I believe 4 consecutive semesters or there's like cumulative semesters. Pag nag-leave of absence ka, you are still allowed to come back. If hindi ka naman nagpaalam, talagang hindi ka na i-allow na babalik. Okay, so The AD, I'm sure, is taking note of this because she's also made aware of this. Okay, finally, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to remind all of you, we don't physically see each other. We may not be able to hurl some words, no, or conduct ourselves in the presence of others, but even in the digital or learning platform, digital or remote learning platform, this is very important. And this is something that I'd like to read, if you will indulge me. As students of law and future lawyers, you are expected to behave in a manner worthy of the law profession. You have a responsibility to ensure that the academic environment of law school and the university is wholesome, harmonious, safe, and conducive to learning. I hope that you're able to pick a thing or two or more from what I shared to you, but more importantly, forget all the others. But just remember, ethics, respect, appreciation is very, very important. Your being in law school does not entitle you to a bragging right. All the more that you should be placed in a humble position, to be down to earth, because you are in an endeavor wherein after finishing, and I've mentioned this before, you will become future movers, influencers, and shakers of society. You are vital to social order. Practically every situation, every circumstance lurking in our community right now entails legal implications. And you will be, God willing, that social doctor, those social doctors who will help in maintaining peace and order, and who will be vanguards of justice, administrations of justice in our society. Thank you once again, and a pleasant afternoon, dear students.
Thank you, Dean, for the updates. And yes, we are really excited for those changes and events, the bar ops, competitions, and the limited face-to-face classes, especially the first year and second year students who haven't experienced it yet. Congratulations also to MSU College of Law for being approved as a bar testing site. Wow. So now we don't have to really go far to reach our lawyer dreams. So thank you also, Dean, for reiterating our responsibilities as law students. I hope those matters are clear to everyone. Now, moving on, MSU College of Law Iligan Campus is home to 5 campus-based orgs, namely the Supreme Law Student Council, or SLSC, the Iligan Extension Legal Aid Clinic, the Nexus, which is the official school publication, the Debate and Moot Society, and the COMELEC. And now I'm giving the virtual floor to the college organization heads to give us a snippet of what these organizations are about, to present their accomplishments, plans for this semester, and recruitment activities. Let's hear more from them by calling in the first to speak. From the Nexus, Blanche Colleen Orbistondo. Blanche?
Hello, everyone. I am Blanche Colina Urbistondo, the editor-in-chief of the Nexus, and I am here to introduce our organization, share our previous accomplishments, and lay down our future plans. Let me start with what Nexus is. Nexus is the official school publication of the MSU College of Law, Iligan Extension. We are a group of student writers and creative artists from the different year levels. And we basically write about law school, law in general, government, and society. It is one of our goals to create a space for the students wherein they can voice out their concerns through writing so that they would not resort to doing it somewhere else, such as on Facebook, which we know is a very hostile environment. We believe that should there be consent or issues, they should be expressed through the right platforms, and Nexus would like to create space for that. As for our members, we are really trying to help them unleash the fullest extent of their potential in writing and in doing creative works. And not just only that, but we'd like to provide them a community and a support system. As we know in law school, we can't get by without really having a community. As of now, we have 11 members, and I'm just so proud to say that many of them have their own advocacies for social justice, social welfare, and mental health, even for environment. With regard to the accomplishments that we had for the previous semesters, these are some of them. One of which uh, was that when we contributed funds to the Iligan frontliners, this was in the year 2020. It was at the onset of the pandemic, and Nexus really values philanthropy. So the moment that we were asked to donate our funds, we did not hesitate to give. We also petitioned for an academic break. This was in the same year, and it was authored by our former editor-in-chief, Miss Ivy Pantaleon. And we are actually thankful that the college did heed to the call of the students at that time. Of course, one of our biggest milestones is the creation of the official Nexus website, the nexus.ml. So we really did pay for this. We have allotted a budget for the payment of the hosting for the website. And in this website, we have been uploading case digests, our written articles that are law related, and of course, are those that are timely and relevant. And we also have here a chat feature, which would allow students or the web visitors to reach out to us should they have inquiries or concerns about the college or Nexus. In line with that, we have distributed copies of the written articles through the Insta email. This was upon the launching of our website. And we are hoping that we can do the same thing this semester. That we can have new set of articles. Nexus also believes that social media is the new norm. So this is why we have to keep up with the new trend and expand our reach. So this is why we have put up our own Twitter and YouTube accounts. So just in case you're interested, you might want to visit the social media platforms of ours. And as the editor-in-chief, I'm just so grateful to have been able to recruit new members. Of course, for the organization to stay afloat, we really need to have successors, especially that many of us are graduating by the next academic year. So we are still hoping to have more members in the team, and of course, provided that they have the skills. This year, in fact, just recently, we collected Nexus funds, and this was during the enrollment. So in total, we have 18,500 pesos on hand for 370 students. I think there were some students who were not able to pay, but we understand that maybe at that time you were short of money, but definitely we will be reaching out to you one of these days. So just be mindful of your payable because of course we will be needing the funds for our operational expenses. And I think for the higher years, you know that Nexus had not been collecting funds before. And but for this year, we are going to collect one since like what I've said, last year we donated our funds to the Iligan frontliners. And of course, we will be needing something for our operational expenses, especially for our website. And not only that, it is one of our goals as well to turn over a certain amount of money to our successors so that by the time that they will be planning, at least they won't be restricted by financial issues because they already have a budget for those plans. And definitely it would help them to actualize their plans as well. These are our future projects, and we are really keeping our fingers crossed that all of these will be realized. One of which is, of course, the Nexus recruitment. So just in case you're interested, we are still looking for writers, layout artists, video editors, videographer, or photographers. So we really need you guys in our creative team and also for the writing team. And if you are into writing or if you are inclined to writing, please don't hesitate to reach us out. But don't worry because one of these days we will be publishing or we will be posting a PubMat about the application. And yes, we are still going to plan. We are still planning to have more articles for the website since it is more dynamic. We really have to be diligent in producing articles. One of our plans also for this semester for this semester is the news coverage of the upcoming bar examinations in MSU IIT. We have already talked about this last time, but as to the specific plans, we haven't yet met for this. But definitely it's one of our plans. And of course, for us to establish, build, and for us to establish, build the relationships that we have already is to have a team building. We always believe that we can't work mechanically as a group. There should be like authentic relationships that should come out of this organization. And lastly, we will be holding seminars by the start of the second semester. And we will be tapping some teachers or other people who can help us with holding this kind of events. So as for the specific topic, we don't have a specific topic in mind, but definitely we will be planning for it. These are the people who are behind Nexus, although I believe they will be presented specifically later on. But I just like to show them for you to have a glimpse of who they are. And yes, that's it. So if you have a writing progress or if you are creative, if you believe that you have those skills, please be part of us. Please join us in Nexus. Thank you.
Thank you, Blanche. From the Debate and Moot Society, Charity Jean Abugan.
Good afternoon, Dean. Good afternoon, Assistant Dean. And good afternoon, everyone. Once again, I am Charity Jean Abugan, and I am the incumbent president of the Mindanao State University College of Law Iligan Extension Campus's very own Debate and Moot Society. So this afternoon, I will present the previous accomplishments of the society as well as our prospective activities for this year's academic year. So for everybody's information, once again, the Debate and Moot Society is the official debate society of the MSU College of Law Iligan Extension. It serves as a platform to sharpen legal reasoning, to hone critical thinking and analysis, and to train law students the art of argumentation through, of course, exercises such as debating and mooting, among others. So for our activity, since its inception from 2017 up to last year's activities, we were able to conduct or participate in the very first ever MSU Inter-Campus Debate Competition, to which, for the information of everybody, Iligan Campus bragged the champion title. We were also able to participate in the National ANC Square-Offs, the firm debate wildcard round. And we also had Law Days 2018, where we conducted also a debate competition. In the following year, it's this 2019, we also had days wherein we conducted essay writing competition, debate, and extemporaneous competition, along with Nexus, to be exact. We also had an environmental forum and debate, which was participated by USEC Abantas, among others. And last year's Law Days 2020, we also had debate competition, and the first time that MSU College of Law Iligan Extension Campus conducted a moot court competition. Just like the other college organizations, the Debate and Moot Society also participated in last year's Tabang para COVID-19 Warriors, as thoroughly explained by the Nexus. And for the information of everybody, during the enrollment, we were able to raise at least 20,850 pesos, which will be also used in our operating as our operating expenses. Moving on, for our prospective activities for academic year 2020-2022, of course, we have recruitment of new members. For details or information about that, you may email us. You may reach us through our official email at mdms@gmail.com, or you may visit our official Facebook. Second, we have our, hopefully, 2021 interlevel debate competition. And like what Dean said earlier, we also have the second Dean's Cup, Inter-Campus Dean's Cup. And lastly, in behalf of DMS, we are very much honored that this year, DMS will be participating ICRC Moot Court National Competition. So, ladies and gentlemen, by the way, these are the officers of the Debate and Moot Society with our very own advisor, Attorney Michael Sester Advencola. We are also inviting everyone, should you be interested to join our society, please visit our official Facebook page and our email. So I think that would be all.
Thank you, Cha. From the Iligan Extension Legal Aid Clinic, here's Audrey Michelle Kwan.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. So I am Audrey Michelle Kwan, the incumbent president of Iligan Extension Legal Aid Clinic, or the IELAC, for this academic year. I have been an active member of IELAC since I was in first year. That is why I am very proud to present before you what IELAC has become. IELAC was established in Mindanao State University College of Law Iligan Campus. It is run by passionate students of law, providing legal literacy campaign, free legal consultation, jail visitation, and other legal missions. Last year, in the absence of physical or face-to-face activities, and in the rise of the need of legal help, I, together with the dedicated former president of IELAC, Mr. Van Cesar Opiniano, initiated an online platform to reach out to people in need of legal assistance, creating the MSU Online Law Clinic Facebook page. Through it, we were able to answer short legal queries, and we have disseminated legal information through posting infographic publication materials translated in vernacular. Later on, with the support of our very own Dean, now the Vice Chancellor of MSU Campus, Attorney Zeddy Tocalan, Assistant Dean, now the Dean of MSU Law, Attorney Nabs Mindalano, and Assistant Dean for Iligan Campus and of Clinical Legal Education, Attorney Joey De Socor, we were able to submit a project proposal before the Asia Foundation, and it was funded to create a website, now the Sarimanok Virtual Law Clinic. It was only launched last February 2021 and been graced by no less than our Supreme Court Chief Justice, Honorable Alexander Jasmundo. The SVLC is actually created in line with Rule 138-A, or also called as the Revised Law Student Practice Rule, pursuant to the provisions of Section 5, Article 8 of the 1987 Constitution. The Supreme Court used its power to adopt and promulgate rules concerning legal assistance to the underprivileged through the amendment of the provisions of Rule 138-A. This amendment ensures access to justice of the marginalized sectors, enhances learning opportunities of law students by instilling in them the value of legal professional social responsibility, and to prepare them for the practice of law. Now, the SVLC is in operation as an innovative solution to bridge the gaps on the access to justice and to meet the legal needs of the common people. It aims to provide the people a better understanding of their legal rights and responsibilities, and to empower them to make informed choices. Through legal empowerment, the underprivileged and vulnerable can respond with practical legal solutions to everyday problems in a social legal context. And in the academic view, it envisions to produce practice-ready law graduates who will become catalysts in developing innovative solutions that responsibly address the legal needs of the marginalized sectors. The SVLC is run by 18 law student practitioners and other stalwart members. All 18 LSPs are with Level 1 certification, which is valid before all courts, quasi-judicial, and administrative bodies within the judicial region where the law school is located. We may give legal advice to clients, draft legal documents, and provide legal public orientations, among others, supervised by our supervising lawyer, no other than our very own Assistant Dean, Attorney Joey De Socor. It should also be noted that the completion of clinical legal education courses is a prerequisite for bar applications in taking the 2023 bar examinations. It is provided in Section 5 of Rule 138 as amended. Currently, the curriculum is being revised to align with the suggested Legal Education Board curriculum. Hopefully, upon approval of the Board of Regents, the revised curriculum enforcing Rule 138-A will be implemented. So without further ado, I'd like you to witness the accomplishments of IELAC through the years and its evolution. So please watch this video.
Thank you, Audrey. And from the COMELEC, Hasanor Toma.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Hasanor Tuma, acting chairman of the COMELEC. Again, pleasant afternoon to everyone, especially to our beloved Dean, Attorney Annabelle Cañazares-Mindalano, and our Assistant Dean, Attorney Dusukor. I'm here in behalf of the COMELEC of the College of Iligan Extension. And for the information of the freshmen, the COMELEC of the College of Law works just like the COMELEC of the Philippines. We are the organization who conducts and facilitates the election of our SLSC officers. Unfortunately, due to the pandemic, the last election conducted by the college was during the school year 2019 to 2020. As of today, we only have 4 active officers since some of them have already graduated. Because of this, we are looking forward that an election be conducted for our new set of officers. We will just be waiting for the advice of the Office of the Assistant Dean for such elections. I think that's all. Thank you so much. Let us stay healthy and be safe.
Thank you, Hasanor. And last, from the Supreme Law Student Council, here's Fritz Ronald Amparado and Naim Nohar Suba.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's still afternoon. So before we will present, before the SLSC will present, so the IELAC will present first the Sarimanok website. So Audrey.
Can someone please screen share the website?
So they're having a technical problem with me after the presentation. So while waiting na lang, so yes, it's AD is presenting the website. Thank you, AD.
Thank you so much. So before I pass the floor to SLSC, I'd like to show you our very own SVLC website. So this is the homepage. If you have a legal query, you may sign up as a client and provide the facts of the case and set an appointment with the LSPs. We have the news and updates section spearheaded by Mr. Gab Esposado. Hi, Gab. The library, which is composed of the laws and ordinances section shared by Ms. Mecha Peñalosa. Hi, Mecha. And case brief led by Ms. Nordaila Ali. These committees are all under the supervision of our editor-in-chief and the vice president of IELAC, Ms. Amina Makaan. I'd also like to mention the team behind our social media, headed by Mr. Matthew Sanchez. We have Ms. Rowie Omlero and Ms. Arens Delsos as members. And of course, our layout artists, Ms. Jolly Gatal and Nix Ali. Then the legal services that SVLC offers. So we accept the legal queries concerning women's and children's rights, Sharia law, employment rights, human rights, legal forms drafting. Yes, please learn more. There is again Islamic law, civil rights, drafting of legal documents, policy, and legislation research. So there are 7. Finally, I'd like to introduce you to our first 18 LSPs in MSU College of Law. Can you go to About Us and the LSPs, law student practitioners? There. So we have Miss Nurlaila Ali, Princess Nashreen Ali, Zain Banding, can't see. Miss Danica Bianca Kagalawan, Abdulgani, Miss Caroline de la Cruz, Janima Demaro, Gerbel Joseph Esposado, Mr. Florentino Fiel Jr., Jelly May Gatal, Joshua Kupin, Audrey Michelle Kwan, Amina Makaan, Van Cesar Opiniano, May Charity Ann Peñalosa, Natalie Herschel Po, Monifa Randal, Eric James Santos, and Siti Aisa Yusuf. So, and a bigger round of applause to this dedicated and hardworking LSPs, juggling studies work and pro bono legal service as LSPs. And announcement, of course, we will be having an event this coming Sunday. It is a mental health webinar for all law students in Iligan Campus. Details will be posted this week, so kindly check our Facebook page from time to time. I think that is all. I'm giving the floor back to President Fritz. Thank you, and remember to always humble ourselves, for we do not know what lies ahead of us. God bless our first semester for AY 2021 to 2022. Thank you.
The Supreme Law Student Council. The SLSC is the official student-led government of the MSU College of Law, Iligan Extension Campus. It is composed of students who have committed to share their time in active service to the college and entire student body. It serves as a platform for the holistic development of law student leaders. It provides a training ground to hone various skills such as leadership, decision-making, time management, and many more. The SLSC, through its activities involving student leadership and handling responsibilities, aims to produce not only student leaders with a heart of service, but also future lawyers that are well equipped to face future endeavors.
So good afternoon, everyone. So for the Supreme Law Student Council, as of now, I am the incumbent president, and my co-officers are, for the treasurer, we have Mr. Naim Suba. We also have our auditor, Mr. Dale Cabe, and our secretary, Ms. Yasmin Mamarinta. And under them, we have the volunteers from we have 3 volunteers We have Christian Timonera, who is doing the technical right now. And also we have Hasan Ortoma, our COMELEC commissioner, and LD Monterona. And for we have under Yasmin Mamarinta, 2 volunteers, Miss Tricia Superable, and also Julie Jimenez, and also under Mr. Naim Suba, we have Miss Nasrin Ali, and also Mr. Rendell Jan Ruluna. And under Sir Dale Cabi, we have Miss Cha Abugan, the Commissioner or the President of DMS, and also Miss Norge Mangandaman. So we are the SLSC officers. And for our events, upcoming events, we have the Bar Operations 2021. This will be a new operations to us. And hopefully we could host a virtual year-end or year-end gathering at the end of the year, this coming December. So these are all the events for the SLSC, and hopefully we can also sponsor new games like TikTok, as what Dean mentioned, and other events for the upcoming law days if I am still the president at that time. But hopefully we could have a virtual law days for next year. So again, thank you. And next to speak is our treasurer to present the collections for this school year. So Bro Naim.
Okay, maayong hapon sa tanan. Good afternoon, everyone. Most especially to the Dean and Assistant Dean of the Iligan Campus. Good afternoon to ma'am. So I'll be presenting to you, I'll be discussing to you the cash flows of the student funds. So this presentation is actually long overdue. So regardless, this is my responsibility. So it is my responsibility to present to you where the collected funds have gone, where the collected funds have been spent. So basically, since the start of this global pandemic last year around March, funds collected during the enrollment of the second semester for the academic year 2019-2020 were put on hold. So funds resources intended initially to some events were reallocated to more pressing and all the more important events or activities that the College of Law have taken and have participated in over the past months. So again, these funds, this is my accountability regardless of how long it is overdue, it is still my responsibility. So the collection for the second semester for the academic year 2019-2020, 308 students exclusive of the elected officers at that time and their volunteers were recorded by the College of Law. So a total of 2,150 SLSC fee were collected during that time. So 50 of which were from orientation fee or the General Assembly. So General Assembly like today or the orientation is actually conducted every start of every semester. So we have also the law days contribution, which is held again in second semester of every academic year. We have the Purple Hood fee or the graduation contribution of every students. That's why 500 times 308 students. Then we have the intensive review classes contribution. So for the information, most especially to the first year and I believe second year students, intensive review classes are classes given to our graduating class. Are given to the graduating class. That's why if you can see the presentation, 308 students, 200, only 259 students were collected an intensive review classes contribution of 850. Why? Because the 259 students were the non-graduating class. So basically 308 minus 259, 41 plus 8, 49 students were graduating students at that time. So they were paying different contributions since it's the intensive review classes itself. That's why 850 times 259 students, a total of 220, 150 pesos were actually allocated for that review classes. So an operating expenses of 350 were also collected. A total of 620,550 were collected during the second semester of academic year 2019-2020. So these are the cash inflows of the student fund. We call it student fund because it is funds that were collected from us, from you students. So the cash outflows or the disbursement, this is actually not limited again to the second semester since nagka-pandemic, all the events that were initially intended for the second semester of that academic year were put on hold, were canceled, and the funds intentionally allocated to those were reallocated and were used as an expenses throughout the entire duration na hindi kami nag-collect ng student funds. If you can remember sa mga non-fresh natin ng mga students, for those second year to fifth year, wala tayong kinolect na student funds during the first semester and second semester of academic year 2020-2021 because again, maraming funds na hindi nagamit during the second semester collection. So the cash outflows of the second semester collection, we have the enrollment expenses, we have the orientation program or the General Assembly, we have the Valentine's Day celebration. This Valentine's Day celebration is actually an initiative given or prepared by the student councils to show our love to our professors during the Valentine's Day. So to all the students, we should always remember to give love to our professors. Since our professors, our teachers, the faculty are the pillars of our future success in this profession that we ought to be, that we dreamt of becoming. So always remember nga, matagitag respeto sa ato ang mga professors. So we have also the classroom supplies of 1.5. These are allocated for the markers, erasers, and chalks needed during the face-to-face classes. And take note of these expenses. We have low days partial expenses. If you can remember last year sa mga non-fresh natong students, during the pandemic, it started at the middle, in the middle of the Law Day celebration. That's why an expenses care of the then President Bernal Urculio, 100,000 partial expenses were already allocated to the Law Day celebration. So, di man gid nato control ang tanan, nakagasto na ta, though na mga events nga nag-push through, pero now po yung mga events nga na-cancelled. So, during the pandemic, the funds were reallocated to face masks donations, 45,000, 30,000 pesos, PPE's donation. Then we already ordered actually booklets for the entire semester, a total of 34,002 pesos. So there were 3 students, which is first or second week of the enrollment, kay ni refund sila because they did not push through with the semester. So they were refunded. There were 3 students. I don't know if you know, mga third year na sila karon, like Kali and other 2 students. So we have also College of Office Supplies for the entire last year of 20,000. Then the DMS president, we registered in the Red Cross mooting competition for a total of 4,000 pesos. Then we actually sponsored MSU Law closing ceremony, a total of 96,000. This is actually subject to reimbursement from the contribution of the MSU main campus. So tungod sa sobra-sobra ato ang kwarta, expenses were also used, nagamit nato during the enrollment of this academic year. Mo nang kung inyong ma-remember, ang atuang gipay lang sa first semester is 1,150 because wala na mo gipahatag og mga gipa-contribute og expenses kay napatay mga excess funds. Natay nagamit for enrollment expenses 47,132. This is in red color because this is yet to be liquidated. We also contributed during the MSU 60th founding anniversary. This is in red because this is yet to be reconciled and liquidated since more expenses were actually incurred or contributed to the 60th founding anniversary. If inyong nakita, grandiose ang atuang college icon, natin contribute na food, then prizes during the freshman orientation were also came from the student funds or the SLSC funds. So a total cash outflows as of today, more or less, that's why it is in red, 580,925 pesos. So compared to the total collection of 620,550, naapatay excess funds, naapamoy funds na pwede i-account sa ACUA a total of 39,625 pesos, more or less, because this is yet subject to liquidation. Okay, next, thank you. So based on the enrollment week, first week enrollment week, a total of 376 students exclusively of the elected officers and the respective volunteers of such elected officers, a total of 376 students were actually paid the SLSC funds. So an extension of the enrollment were given. That's why natay 25 students nga nipahabol og bayad sa SLSC fund. So a total of 401 students ang enrolled sa ato, exclusive again of the elected officers and their respective volunteers. So more or less natay 23 nga officers and volunteers. So 424 ang atuang enrolled students basing on the SLSC funds contribution. So again, I have yet to see the full master list. So sa mga naka-enroll, naka-enroll sa atuang college, please pay your liability as a student member of the College of Law. Please pay kung wala mo nakapay sa inyong SLSC funds, sa inyong college fee liability and sa mga organization fee ninyong liability, please pay it because as a member of the college, it is our responsibility. So the total collection for the first semester, upon collecting 1,150 pesos for the bar operations and operating expenses of 850 and 300 pesos respectively, a total of 461,150 are the 150 total fund yet to be expensed, yet to be disbursed by the college, by us for this semester. So again, I would like to remind everyone, ang wala pa nakabayad, bayad na mo para maka-function, ma-defray na to ang necessary expenses na kailangan sa Student Council o sa ato ang College of Law. So thank you.
Thank you, Fritz and Naeem. Through the unwavering support of our faculty and mentors, MSU Iligan Campus has successfully branded its organizations. These, of course, would not have thrived over the years if not for the students manning each organization effectively and efficiently. I hope that after hearing from the organization heads, it will ignite the interest in you to join because as a member of a few of this, let me tell you firsthand that joining such organizations will not only build your character, but will also supplement us academically. Okay, so since everyone wants to have another round of the presentation of cheers and virtual backgrounds due to technical issues earlier and the unpreparedness, which is understandable given the short notice, let's give it a second round. I believe everyone's ready this time. Okay, so let's start with the freshies, which will be represented by the first year Tihangki.
All right, thank you so much, Jean. You know what? We are very excited to present because we've rehearsed this for 1 week. Like we've postponed our memorization of provisions just for this one. So for all the freshmen out there, we have placed here the chat. So if you could like present our what we've rehearsed already. So are you guys ready? So come on, I need all the freshmen. Are you guys ready? Yes. So here it goes. Okay. The chat would be freshman year, sending love. Freshman years, heads up high. MSU, COL, all for mighty I. Okay, and then the action would be freshman year, sending love. Freshman year, heads up high. MSU, COL, all for mighty I. Again, once more, everybody. Come on, I need your cooperation. Okay. Final, this round. Ready? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, go! Freshman year,
Freshman year, sending love. Freshman year, sending by MSU, COM, all for mighty
Freshman year, sending love.
Hey. Here, sets up I, MSU, COM, all for mighty
All right. Was that good?
That's good.
Enough for first
Thank you, Ivan. Thank you, first year Hanky.
Yay!
Okay, so let's moving on to my bias. Here's batch dominatus.
Ay, wala, second year no.
They do not have a presentation,
Hello.
so
I'm calling all the third year active members. Hello everyone, please turn on your mic. Hello, hi. Say hi, everyone. Say hi.
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 Hi. Now let's begin.
Hi.
Ladies and gentlemen, batch dominatus.
Batch dominatus. Zequam videre. Go, go, go. Zequam videre. Go, go, go. Zequam videre. Come again. All of us. 1, 2, 3, go.
Zequam videre.
Zequam.
Go, go,
go. Videre. Go, go, go. Zequam videre.
Go, batch dominatus.
Hey. Thank you, batch dominatus. Of course, you can never put your guard down with batch Versilius. Batch Versilius, Nash, Tash.
Roy.
Yan.
Yes.
Goods na miss sa mong awesome presentation.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, and finally, the seniors, batch Optimus Barbarians Reborn. Barbarian.
Again, hello, okay.
Barbarians. Para hindi maiwan si Fritz. Barbarians. There you go.
Barbarians,
Okay.
lami.
Nay klase.
Inside na klase.
Barbarians.
Go Barbarians.
Fresh comedy, Barbarians, oh.
Barbarians, let's go! Barbarians,
Barbarians, let's fight!
Barbarians, let's go! Barbarians, let's fight! Tarungan ninyo, di mo ka-graduate. 1.
Sorry, ma'am.
Sorry,
1, 2, 3, 4. We're here. We're ready. We're set, and we're back.
Go, Rish.
Barbarians, let's go! Barbarians, let's fight! Barbarians, let's go and win this fight!
Ana sa tabi pasilan.
Kaya pa, Barbarians?
Thank
Okay
you,
na to.
thank you. Yeah, thank you everyone for participating. I'm not sure when the winners will be announced. So I think it will be announced later tonight, I think.
After the virtual background competition.
Okay, so about the virtual background competition, let's start with the first year to present their virtual background. So what you're going to do is just present your virtual backgrounds for everyone to see. Let's start with the first year, Tihanki.
Yung background, ano ay.
Okay. So can we have the full view of the background, if we may, so that the judges can have a full view of it? Oops. Okay, so I think that's good. So how about for second year? Do you have an entry for the virtual background? Thank you, first year Tihanki. Appreciate that so much. I think they do not have, right? So let's move on to the third year.
Hi. Hello.
For the third year, the virtual background, Mecha, can you present it?
Our background is full of joy, you know.
Thank you. And for batch Persilius? Nash?
Here.
Oh, wow. And for the batch Optimus?
Hi, Jean. Second year has a background.
Oh, okay. So let's circle back with the second year. May we see that? It's not yet appearing. Tech team, can you facilitate it?
We're looking for the second year. Kinsa na second year nga na din ang background?
Second year na background, can you please storya na lang din sa mic.
I think karang na dinosaur.
Dinosaur? This one?
Okay, dinosaur.
Jurassic Park.
This one? Yan, this one. Okay, the dinosaur.
Wow.
Nash and me, open sa yung cam, please. Para makita. Okay. Mix also po. And for the fifth year. Okay. Yan, for the fifth year.
Nice, no?
Thank you so much. So, announcement of winners will happen at this moment, or
yes, I think
how is that going to be pressed?
Winners for the virtual cheer and virtual background, AD? Or after the closing remarks na lang po?
I haven't called Dean. I thought Dean and I will be the judge. I will wait.
Yeah, also Dean. Waiting for Dean
Dean
to give us the verdict.
Which one?
We'll start with the cheer or the background. Which would you prefer first?
Background.
Background, okay. First year, second year.
Do we have a criteria? Given the criteria, so it's just a freestyle
Yes,
judging.
yes, but I think yung pinaka-pleasing po sa eyes and as well as aesthetically good or yung maganda talaga tingnan.
Di na kita ko makita nung batch ni for a while.
Yes.
What is your vote? What is your vote? Let me see for a while, ha? Nako, where's that other one?
This is for...
please turn on your camera, please.
Yeah.
Sige daw, be.
Ang entry na to, we have kay ang Fernando, we have first year Fernando, Tihangki also, second year Arliano, second year Tihangki, and third year, fourth year, fifth year. Wala itong mga entries.
Okay. So, Dean. Dean. Yes. My vote goes to actually
Last na bitaw na muna eh.
Versilius.
Last na naman ni Dean.
Last na ba yan na muna eh.
Other batches, di na ko makita balik. Sorry kayo ha. Paki-on daw.
Kasi ako lang ipang-pin na lang.
I can see, wait for a while. I can see first year. I cannot see, what's the name of second year?
It's for the whole batch, Dean.
Okay, so my vote goes to AD, what's your vote?
Yeah.
My vote goes to Versilius. Sorry, barbarians.
Oh.
Yay! Versilius.
Congratulations, batch Versilius.
Thank you, Dean. Wala ka na, sige aham diha.
How about for the cheer?
Versilius, can I video?
I dance.
Dean, baka naman.
Versilius.
Yay!
Baka naman, Optimus.
Last na nina mo.
Last na ba yan eh.
First year.
Last na naman eh. Papamika championship.
Ang background, 1 year in the making na yan.
By the way, the price is 1,000 pesos. 1,000 pesos ang price. Okay, si Bro Naim ang mag-send sa money, which is 1,000 pesos. So,
1,000 pesos.
na lang.
Which number of the class?
The entire batch din, money nila. So, kung nakadaw ganyan Versilius, then they will receive 1,000 pesos.
Okay. AD, ikaw na.
And for the cheer, 1,000 pesos po.
To choose for the cheer?
So, it's a winner sa cheer.
Sa cheer kay si Kuan.
Baka naman, Optimus.
Pinaka-prepare daw Versilius gay na. Yung Versilius gay na.
Rui.
The best dyan ng 5th year.
Rowie.
Claro, 5th year.
Repeat performance ang daw ga.
Ang pinaka-bibo 50 year.
Sorry,
Matic 50.
T-shirt ninyo ID.
ang Tihangki first year.
Okay. Congratulations, Tianki, first years.
Oh.
Congratulations, batch Versilius, for winning the best virtual background, and first year Tihangki for winning the best cheer. So again, you may claim your prizes from our SLSC treasurer, Naim Suba. So at this juncture, if you have anything to ask from AD or Dean, this will be the perfect time to drop down your questions. So you can just virtually raise your hand or send your questions in our chat box. Any questions? I believe there's none.
No questions or forever hold your peace?
So
if Jean, yan, wala violent reactions dira?
I think none, Dean.
Okay.
So since there is none, let's proceed to the closing remarks, which will be given by our SLSC president, the hardworking SLSC president, Fritz Ronald Amparado.
Thank you, Gian. I believe we are all ready for our next class. And I believe that you are all ready for your receipt. So I'll just give this a very short closing remarks. Again, good afternoon, everyone. My respect to the Dean of the College of Law, Dean Annabelle Cañazares-Mindalano, Dean, and also to our advisor and the assistant dean, the faculty members of the College of Law, to the college orgs, fellow students, maayong hapon, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me close the event by reading a quote from famous Justice Oliver Holmes Jr. He said, "A mind that is stretched by a new experience can never go back to its old dimensions." To my fellow students, let us be humble in the Jurassic Park. That means law school itself is already tough, and we also have to deal and cope a lot of things, and especially in this pandemic. But we must always remind ourselves that when the going gets tough, only the tough gets going. Let us all continue to focus on our goals, be humble, and one day we will see each other in court. Mayong hapon sa tanan.
And finally, the singing of the university hymn. Requesting everyone to please stay and turn on your cameras as the tech team will facilitate the photo.
Bro Christian?
There are 11 frames, so we'll do the screenshot. So,
Yes, Dean. Thank you, Dean.
okay, I'll do the screenshot. Okay, so I have 11 frames. Unless you have lesser frames, others are already exiting. This is your proof of attendance over your Google Forms. Okay, ready? You don't know where you are. Okay, so just smile. 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. For a while. Okay, next frame. 1, 2, 3, and smile. And next frame. So where you have it, taas-taas pa kayo ni. Anong daghan mong good mo?
Grabe yung smiley face, oh.
Nay, winner ang close-up smile, ani ha. 1, 2, 3, smile. Oh, di ba? Kagwapo ninyo, kagwapa. Grabe. Diba? Okay. Another one.
15
Smile,
times of the perfect smile din.
Oo, perfect smile. Oo, grabe. Ay, mukhawa.
Kasi smile, ito sa receipts.
Points. 1, 2, 3. You're handsome and beautiful. Smile. Okay. Diba? Mayuwa, uy. Ano, volunteer ko, ani. 5th frame. Sorry. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Hindi ko akong shutter. Sama ni, uy. Sorry kayo ha? Sorry kayo. Sala na ko ni, anong madugay mo. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Oh, diba? Another one. At least you are now appreciative that you are law students and not models. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Grabe din mag-project ko. Mukha kabalo, no? Kamo na ang akong
LD, grabe ka. Projections, LD din.
Nape nakita, maayo kayo mo project.
Oo, sige.
Nakita live.
Kayo pa rin. Tanaw po mo dire. Smile. Uy, you're so happy.
Career kayo.
Kapila na. Mga kuha na lang. Mga tulo na.
Nagiging career na. Klaro kayo.
Sige, kamo gihapon. 1, 2, 3. Wala mo nagtanaw. Magpiyong gid mo ani. I-post ni sa page. Smile. Oh. Last na lang, Jod. Kuha na lang. Duha na lang. Sige.
Si Audrey, ganyan na post po si Audrey.
Okay.
Gatulo ng lawayo.
1, 2, 3. Oh. Kuha ni siya. Pila ka points ang i-add-ani.
Idol siya eh.
Pinaka-smile Optimus. Nagdaog yung po na yung Optimus eh.
Smile. Ayaw na bitaw mong smile. Oy, kay naka-off cam na bitaw ning last frame. Sige. Last na dyan. Ayaw na mong smile. Ay, wala na. Puro na lang ni profile picture. Oh. Kumana, mga times mga igsuon. Mga alagad. Last. Okay, ready? Last pa yun. 1, 2, 3. Super last. And yan, makitaan ka. Ay, istorya. MC ra ba ka? Wala yung kayong moment din, eh. Nagpiyong yun mong mata. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and smile. Okay.
Idol, smile.
Wala daw may kasi. Teka na, hold down.
Yan, good luck.
Hi, everyone. Okay. So, see you again in our next activity. There will be a TikTok and meme challenge coming up.
Yes.
Mo sana din.
Oo, okay. Sige na.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.
Dean.
Thank
you, everyone.
Thank you.
AD, thank you, everyone.
Dean, bye AD. Thank you po.
Mga